Hey guys, and welcome back to round 4 of the F1 2010 season, and we arrive at China for the Chinese Grand Prix, the Shanghai International Circuit. If you've not seen the first 3 episodes, go back and check them out, because each 3 of those races have been crazy for both me and the other drivers on the grid. Let's jump into this one. Make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let's check out the championship standings before getting into this weekend. So Felipe Massa leads the way right now. He won in Malaysia. Petrov is second after getting 2 podiums in the first 3 races, including a win at Australia. And Mark Webber won the opening round of the season. He's in third. And after our fantastic start to the year, we are somehow up in 5th place. We got a new upgrade, improved brake material apparently. And the qualifying objective and race objectives lower than they were in Malaysia. They were so high in Malaysia because Lotus is classified as a Malaysian team. There we are, China. A very impressive main grandstand. We do have an RNG objective today. Beat the target time within 5 laps and we'll get a new throttle map setting. A 51.1 should be doable. It should really be doable. So let's go for a lap at China. Not much in terms of crowd on a Friday for practice. About to start a lap here at China. Look how impressive that is. The architecture on show. Brilliant. First featured on the calendar, I believe, back in 2004. Same with Bahrain, actually. They both debuted in the same year. And this first corner is, I don't know, it's famous or infamous. It's a snail corner. Goes all the way right and then back all the way left again. I've completely, royally messed it up on this lap, but that's okay. And then it's a short burst down towards a hairpin of turn, I believe it's 6, and that'll be the end of the first sector. Heavy on the braking. There's a car right behind me. I think it's Timo Glock, actually. Yeah, so these drivers putting pressure on me on this lap, so maybe we won't be that quick this weekend. Then it's the fast turn 7 and 8. Sweeping corners. Really heavy on the tyres. Sort of similar to Malaysia turn 5 and 6. Then into a braking zone. It's a left-hander, 90-degree left. Another 90-degree left. Similar to the first section of the new Silverstone layout, I suppose, as well. Then the end of the second sector into another snail corner. And this one's slightly faster than the first one, turn 1, because you're accelerating all the way through it rather than slowing down. And then you're onto the longest straight in Formula 1 at the time. Of course, that's changed now. I think Baku has the longest straight now. Or maybe is it Las Vegas now? I'm not sure. Anyway, all the way down here into a very heavy braking zone. I'd say most famous for, oh dear, me locking up maybe. I was going to say Sebastian Buemi losing his tyres. But me locking up, that's a new thing this year. I've not really seen me lock up in this game too much. But around the final corner we go. It's obviously easily enough to meet the target time. And that's a lap of China. Oh dear, let's get into the race. I'll tell you what doesn't make sense about that. Sorry, I just got to cut in. Glock started that lap about a second behind me. And he overtook me on that lap and crossed the line 2 seconds before me. But he's 5 seconds slower than me on the timing. Rob has just said the team have made an improvement to the brake effectiveness. Something like that. And I should notice the difference. The only thing I noticed was me locking up. No risk of rain. Mark Webber gets another pole position. Lewis Hamilton's still well up there. Vettel, he's not really featured near the top. Similar to our 2009 season where Vettel was nowhere for some reason. Of course, he won the championship in 2010, but yet to show up this year. Alonso ahead of his championship leading teammate Massa. Then it's the 2 Mercedes, Rosberg and Schumacher. Of course, Mercedes' first win in Formula 1 came at this very circuit in 2 years' time in 2012. Then it's Kubica and Petrov. My teammate Jarno Trulli starting up in 18th place. He's ahead of Alguersuari, pretty good. Of course, James Early here, starting 24th place. Strategy-wise, let's have a look then, shall we? Race strategy, it's going to be dry throughout the race. We'll start on the options to lap 10, then go to the primes. 28 laps ahead of us. Can we somehow score more points? I'll be happy to just, of course, beat the objectives, beat my teammates, and maybe get a top 15. I'll be happy with that. I don't know what sort of pace we have this weekend. But if we can somehow claw our way into the points again, future world champion material. Let's get this race underway. And it's all set. Mark Webber lining up on pole position. Not the first time this season we've seen the Australian up there. Jarno Trulli once again impressing in qualifying in 18th place. James Early's teammate starting in 24th behind the 2 Virgin cars. The HRTs then out qualifying the Virgins. There we go. The lights are on. And the crowd in China are about to be treated to a Formula 1 race underway. And it's a average start. Degrassi actually pulling away from me. In fact, it's probably the worst start on the whole grid. Heading towards the first corner for the first time. Is there any way to make up positions here? Maybe to the outside of Degrassi, but he's looking to the inside of his teammate Glock. We'll have the inside line on Degrassi for this second corner. Chandok pushing Glock wide there as he's going ultra aggressive, the Indian driver here. At a circuit which I suppose is the closest to India geographically. Up the inside we go with about 10 drivers. Well, maybe that's a bit excessive. Maybe 4 drivers. I think we're up to 20th place there. And my teammate Yana Trulli already down to 23rd, so he's had a stinker of a start. Oh gosh, go to the outside here. Agaswari. This first lap, everybody's sort of being held up by each other. Agaswari holding on to that position right now. I still can't believe Jaime Alguersuari or Alguersuari, I don't know. He retired at the age of 22, I think, to become a DJ. That's what you call a career change. I think we've got some excellent straight line speed, under braking into the hairpin on this opening lap. We'll go up the inside of the Spaniard, and we've kind of pushed him wide there, but we've taken the position. Timo Glock's had a great start. He started 22nd, and now he's already up to 18th after lap 1, but he'll be under pressure here from the Lotus of James Early. Which way does Early go? He picks the outside line. Glock stationed on the inside of turn 1 now. Can he hold on to the position? No, he can't. Virgin gives way to Lotus, but here goes Glock. He's gone round the outside. That's an opportune move and a half, and he's through. Brilliant stuff from Timo Glock. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Round the outside of turn 6. Overtake Timo Glock again. I don't think he's going to be fighting back this time around. Next up is the Williams of Rubens Barrichello. Barrichello has had a very up and down season so far. There's been periods of the year where he's been battling up at the front, most notably Bahrain, and I think at one point in Malaysia he was in the lead of the race. But similarly, he can be running in positions like 17th. He's stuck to the inside there. But I'm just going to go around the outside of him and his teammate Hulkenberg up to 16th. If we do score a ridiculous result here today, I'll just raise the difficulty to the maximum. Just some of the races, like some of them I'm not fast enough, and then some I am. I don't want to be miles off the pace, but I want to be there or thereabouts. As we got the inside there. Oh, that's wide of Della Rosa. Up to 15th then. Great start to the race. I was looking at the CD Keys website to see if I can get myself a copy of F1 2011 for Steam. As you'll know, the older Codemasters games are not available on Steam or any sort of marketplace anymore. The cheapest key is £72. It's close to $100, €100. That's a lot. What's forever confused me about this circuit is this on the outside. I always assumed it was just places for people to sit, but I've never ever seen anybody sit there. On any of the games you race on, there's no crowd in that stand. Did they just not sell it out? Is that the reason? Oh wow, De La Rosa up the inside into the hairpin. Oh man, heck, De La Rosa, that was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? We've seen him facing sideways and the wrong way in Malaysia, but De La Rosa, it's going well for him right now. He's up to 15th. Saw a comment on the last video about me not using Rich Mix. I don't know, I've just not really touched it. And what's the downfall of using Rich Mix? Does it wear the engine more, as I've gone wide and lost another position? Or does it use up more fuel? I don't really know. Where's the pace from the Williams come from? Barrichello's just cleanly sweeped around the outside. Now Hulkenberg trying to force his way through as well. If we can fight back at Barrichello, we will. And we do. Nice move there. So back up to 16th. Oh, going deep into the hairpin. Might lose position then. That's Barrichello. Side by side on exit. Was that the helmet he used for 2010? For some reason I thought he used a different helmet. He's gone into the pits as well. No, he's just gone off the track. Okay, Barrichello's made a mistake. De La Rosa pinned to the inside. Around the outside I go. The AI are real slow into that corner. And, I mean, the racing line speaks for itself. Where are they even going? I think the biggest shock so far is Petrov's only 14th. So Petrov and Early, 2 drivers in the top 5 in the championship. 14th and 15th respectively. Petrov on the inside. Early on the outside. And through goes Early. Petrov looking to mount an attack though. Braking for the hair, but I've outbroke myself. Sorry, Liuzzi. Yeah, really sorry about that one, mate. Oh, gosh. Here goes Petrov again. Done it again. I've outbroke myself. For some reason, I'm expecting a 150 board on the floor, but it starts at 100. And there goes Hulkenberg. So I'm down to 16th now. I think we are pitting next lap. Oh, no, we're boxing lap 10, I believe. I can't remember when we're boxing. All I know is it's lap 8 and my tyres are already quite worn. Oh! No, that's fine. That might actually be the best overtake I've ever done. Where is... Oh, he's still there. Never mind. It wasn't even an overtake. It was an attempted one, though. Oh, that's wide. That's real wide. There's Alguersuari. The tyres are destroyed at this rate. Down to 17. I doubt we'll be scoring points based on pure pace, at least. But you know what this game's like. Something's going to change. Something's going to happen. It's going to go all weird. What is going on? Kobayashi just stopped on the circuit. Yellow flags out. I don't want to overtake. I didn't have a choice. I should have dropped back more, but now I've got a drive-through penalty. I didn't try to overtake, but yeah, they all slowed down more than I thought they would. That's disappointing. Right, drive-through penalty. We'll serve our penalty now. Get that out of the way. Let's not do a Hamilton coming into the pits. That'd be embarrassing. So after our drive-through, we've actually rejoined still in 17th place. So I've not even lost the position. But I think maybe this lap we are pitting for new tyres. Okay, into the pits we go for our first stop, second time through the pits. And those are the latest mechanics. Lotus mechanics. There we go. I'm not late. Lotus. Okay, we're going to rejoin. Ooh, in 21st. Okay. I think that's the last of the running order. There might be 3 retirements right now. So it's 20th and 21st for the Lotus gang. We've rejoined from the pits about 9.5 seconds behind my teammate Trolley. Gap's down to 8.2. I mean, we're not really closing that quickly. We're not even halfway through this race yet, so there's still time for things to change. But it's not looking too great. Chandok into the pits, so we're up to 20th place. Hooray. We are still closing on my teammate. Lap 16 now, and I can actually see a train of cars in front of me, so I think we're doing a pretty good job here of closing up. We can see them all. I assume that goes up quite high as well, all those cars in front. There's at least 7 or 8 of them. First up, Jarno Trulli. Let's see if we can get past the teammate. This will be my first chance as well, because the AI just breaks so early here. I'll go around the outside of Trulli. The Italian driver had no answer. And his teammate early up into 19th place. Next up, Bruno Senna. Felipe Massa's just taken the race lead. I think it's because Mark Webber's into the pits. We might actually have a run here on Bruno Senna. His teammate Chandok went into the pits a few laps prior to this. And now Senna, the Brazilian, under pressure. Early to the inside. Senna. It's a second breath of fresh air under braking. Holds onto the position. See if we can get to the inside here. No, we cannot. That's a favoured overtaking opportunity in some of the later Codemasters games. Just sneaking up the inside of the AI around the long right-hander of turn 1. But as the AI are weirdly programmed in this, you can't really do that. Senna on the inside. Early on the outside. Early through. And maybe Alguersuari's under pressure. The Toro Rosso and the Lotus, these two, they've been going at it all season long. This is not their first battle. And what say the straight line speed with the slipstream, of course. No DRS until 2011, and I don't fancy waiting a whole year to overtake Jaime Alguersuari. But I'd rather get it done right here. Under braking to the inside. I think that's a textbook move. He's still on the outside. He's going to have to back out of that, and he does. So we're up to 17th. We're starting to make some decent progress. 2 Williams doing battle. This might give me an opportunity. First up on Barrichello. We've already crashed twice this season with Barrichello, as we've made that move. That's 16th now. Vettel now in the lead of the race. Could he win his first race of the season? Potentially. Hulkenberg feeling the pressure. Right in the slipstream. Is that going to offer me an opportunity into the braking zone of the hairpin? It might do, you know. We are actually closing on the Williams. Reaching 330 kilometers an hour. We slam on the brakes. Hulkenberg defending with all his might. And he's just held on to the position, but he's gone off the circuit to hold it. So, race directors, you want to look at that? Somebody's into the pits. Who's that? No idea. It was Glock. So Glock into the pits. So we're ahead of the other back marker cars. Oh dear, that was horrible. What in the world's happened there? Was it a lockup? Barrichello and Alguersuari back through. Getting closer. Getting closer and closer and closer. But not close enough before we slam on those brakes again. The newly upgraded brakes, may I add. Adrian Sutter has just set the fastest lap of the race. Classic F1 2010 things. Where even after 23 laps, the leader Sebastian Vettel is only 30 seconds ahead. What in the world was that? Well, that was certainly very interesting. Oh, Alguersuari round! And I'm round as well! Oh dear. Oh my gosh, we're still getting 2 positions from it though. I'll tell you what that reminds me of. That time, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Vettel spinning at the start and Bottas just spinning at the same time a few years ago. So 2 laps to go. We're not in the battle for the points, sadly. But we are 15th place and closing back in on Hulkenberg. Vettel leads the way. We could see the German of Sebastian Vettel pick up his first victory of the season, get his championship challenge really off the mark. Starting the final lap now. Just trying to get to the end of this race. You know, it's a shame that Williams was really slow because I think the liveries from 2006 to 2010 were really nice. Dare I say I prefer those liveries, like the 2006 Williams Cosworth. I prefer that to the Williams BMW cars. Vettel does, in the end, win the race. Congratulations, Sebastian Vettel. You are a race winner in 2010. Across the line we go. It's going to be 15th place. No points, but it's another race finish. And to be fair, considering the car we've got, that's technically a good result. Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso, the top 3. Championship leader Massa, 5th. Is he still the championship leader after that? I'm not sure. Buemi getting good points for Toro Rosso there. Further down, we have Petrov in 12th. Early, of course, 15th. 3 DNFs. Both Saubers again. I think both Saubers DNF'd in Malaysia. They've DNF'd here as well, alongside Lucas de Grassi. My teammate Jarno Trulli, nowhere near. Massa still leads the championship. Webber back up to 2nd. Hamilton up to 3rd. Petrov pushed down to 4th place. And Vettel jumps himself up into the top 5, which means I've slipped down to 7th place. We've now seen 17 drivers score points. I think Buemi's 15 points is really impressive considering the car he's in. Ferrari lead the way though, but it's very close. Red Bull really on their tail now. Then it's McLaren, Renault, Mercedes, Lotus in 6th. I'm sure we'll slip down even further towards the end of this season. But HRT and BMW Sauber yet to score. There we have it, guys. That is the end of round 4 of our 2010 career mode. It's going well so far. I think at this rate, we'll definitely get a move to a good team for Season 2, and we could challenge for the championship in Season 2. Of course, it's not going to happen during Season 1, but let me know what you thought of that race. It was up and down. We had that drive-through penalty, of course. A few funny incidents, a few good battles as well. I'd say overall, a solid race weekend. If you did enjoy that, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.